Halloween in TF2 is one of the best events of the year. I always look forward to.
Are we having fun yet?
That's right, Scream Fortress is back for its 10th year in a row, and in addition to 5 new maps, as well as a bunch of new cosmetic items. What? Everything you know and love from the previous Halloween is back, baby. We're back at it again with the pumpkin jumps.
Look over yonder.
We're back at it again with the crumpkin jumps.
Interesting.
We both picked up a pumpkin at the same time.
We're back at it again with the annoying tiny skeletons running around everywhere, random critting a demo man, getting launched into the skybox by a spell, and then discovering that you can't actually build on this roof for some goddamn reason. But the good news is, my head is actually a fly's head, and that's basically what Halloween is all about.
Again.
I do want to talk about these maps though, because the community has really outdone themselves in quality this year. Starting with the payload map Gravestone. Overall, pretty well made map, complete with an evil witch aesthetic among the graveyards, and the abandoned sawmill in the middle that forces you to fight on either side of spooky flying saw blades coming out of the walls. I also really like that the payload card is just a big bottle of scotch, which I'm sure will encourage demo men to actually push the cart for once. It's also interesting to note the third and last capture points are in the exact same area, which is something that I've never seen on a payload map before, so I don't really know how I feel about it. But my main complaint about Gravestone is that the choke points are really choky and the indoor areas are plentiful, making the spam the actual scary part of playing this map. But hey, it's Halloween mode. No one really gives a shit about balance in Halloween mode.
Oh, your gun's gonna get run over. See you later. Wait, what?
We're just barely out of
No, it just doesn't do it. This gun's inside of it.
the ultimate
Okay,
way to
now-
defend the payload.
Even still, it's always frustrating when the winner of a match isn't decided by who pushes or defends the payload in time, but instead by who wins the bumper car race that happens at the end of every round.
We lost.
We lost the game. We're bad.
Wait, did we really?
Yeah, because they won the
Wait, you lose
the fucking payload cart.
Are you fucking serious? The fact that that's even a fucking determining factor. I'm so fucking angry right now.
Another new Halloween map is Slasher, which is one of my personal favorites of all time, not only because it's King of the Hill, and I really like Koth maps, but it's themed around the typical summer camp serial killer movie, which I think is really creative, and it just looks really good. You can go into hell and get the super spell at any time, which is pretty cool, and there's a bunch of little details like a campfire you can jump into and a haunted outhouse. But again, not really sure why some roofs you can't build on and some you can. Like, that's the one thing that community map makers like to do, is be inconsistent about what is and isn't buildable. Of all of the roofs you can build on, I had to go with this one, the one that hides the sentry gun in a tree. Meanwhile, if you were able to theoretically build on the capture point's roof, it would be a bit cheeky, but definitely not game-breaking. I mean, you can see it from a mile away in every direction. One soldier could just shoot it down in 2 seconds. Anyway, rant over. The next map I wanted to talk about is Monster Bash, which is a player destruction map, just like one of my personal favorite alternative maps, Watergate, and very much like an existing Halloween map, Pit of Death. I've always been a fan of player destruction as a game mode. To me, it's basically like a better version of Capture the Flag, except the objective is centered entirely around killing the enemy team, which essentially means that instead of capturing the flag, people are the flag. And since people have always treated CTF as a DM server since the dawn of time, I think player destruction is a perfect way to encourage the same thing that people get out of Capture the Flag, while also preventing stalemates where people just camp the intel for an hour. I'm looking at you two, Fort Ingies. Anyway, Monster Bash is a great addition to the player destruction map pool, and I absolutely love the objectives theme, which is centered around Frankenstein's monster needing body parts to be delivered to him in order to get revived and win the game. And while the old-timey castle aesthetic is really cool, I think the close-quarter hallways and tiny rooms that litter the map make fights way too claustrophobic for my tastes, and just reminds me of a much smaller version of Turbine, which is personally one of my least favorite maps in the game. However, as a Halloween map, it's pretty awesome to mess around on, and there are a few pretty cool secrets littered around the map that are worth checking out, like this little shop of horrors plant inside of Blue Spawn, or the portraits of important figures that you can find around the castle, or the fact that when you fall into the the pit, you actually don't die, and instead you land in an underground gauntlet that rewards you with free crits, a double buff, and a super spell if you complete it.
Literally everyone should be diving in the pit at all times.
But you know, don't tell nobody about that one or else everybody's gonna start jumping in the pit.
Uncle Dane makes a video about jumping in the pit. Everyone will be in the goddamn pit.
The other new King of the Hill map is actually a spooky version of a well-established competitive map named Koth Bagel, because, well, you get the idea. But the Halloween version has dropped its tasty breakfast food theme for something much more sinister, a giant cauldron. Other than a vent that boosts you up in front of a furnace death pit, the middle point cauldron occasionally exploding and raining down boiling hot potion, along with the typical Halloween pumpkin bombs littered about the place, Cauldron is actually the tamest of the 5 new maps introduced, and because of that, it plays pretty well. I suggest lobbying up for Cauldron if you need a break from people slinging spells left and right while trying to avoid getting stomped on by bosses or getting sent to hell every 30 seconds. And if you like the layout of this one, I highly suggest voting for Koth Bagel in the community workshop so we could eventually see another good King of the Hill map in the game. And the last new Halloween map is the second player destruction map to be released this year, Cursed Cove. And if we were going by aesthetics and visual polish alone, then I would definitely say that I'd saved the best for last here. The portside town look of Cursed Cove is just absolutely amazing, from the little details like that you can ring the bell in the town square, to the explosive barrels, to the Flying Dutchman that floats through the town every once in a while.
What? It sends me to hell when I touch it.
That's an interesting sentence.
Actually, it doesn't take you to hell, but a more nautical version of hell, Davy Jones' Locker, which looks fantastic to say the least. Complete with custom voice lines, custom music, and even an in-game model for the Ghost Pirate himself, the creators of Cursed Cove went out of their way to make this map look awesome. But it's not all just visuals and no substance. The layout of this map is a team deathmatch playground with lots of vertical and horizontal space to move around. Cursed Cove has single-handedly rejuvenated my enthusiasm for the player destruction game mode, and I honestly really hope that Valve would both make more of these kinds of maps, as well as eventually bring the game mode itself out of the basement that is the alternative section of the casual mode, because it really is a way better version of Capture the Flag that, in my opinion, much better suits TF2's pacing and focus on DM. But maps aren't the only thing that's been added. We've got new hats, which means that a lot more characters have been added to the canon of TF2's lore.
Bone Dog, Zombie Skeleton Zombie, Undead Princess Yeti. What in the goddamn hell am I looking at?
Uncle Dan is a very good sentryman!
This guy walks up and slaps your sentry's ass. What do you do? Bird. Bird. Cool bird.
No, dude! No! No! Trevor! Hey! Do an advertisement!
Dollar Shave Club! Hi, I'm Uncle Dane from the YouTube channel Uncle Dane, and I'm proud to be partnered with Dollar Shave Club, who, despite having the word shave in their company name, are more than just a refillable razor subscription, but a provider of a wide variety of grooming products, toothpaste, body wash, hairstyling products, everything you need to look, feel, and smell your best. Dollar Shave Club is basically giving away their daily essential starter set to new members for only $5. The starter set features 3 trial-sized versions of their most popular products that will help you stay fresh and clean, not to mention their executive razor. In your first box, you will receive their shave butter, body wash, and One Wipe Charlie butt wipes. You'll also receive their executive razor, which features their premium weighty handle and a full cassette of cartridges. After the first box, replacement cartridges are sent for only a few bucks a month. This $5 offer is available at dollarshaveclub.com/Uncle Dane. That's dollarshaveclub.com/Uncle Dane. Really stoked to be partnered with this company finally, because I've been using their products for months personally, and when you help them, it enables them to help me. So if you click that link down in the description, I would really, really appreciate it. Also, something completely unrelated to TF2, but definitely related to me, your uncle, is that I made a sketch comedy show with my best friend this summer, and it's on YouTube right now. We had a lot of fun making it. It's just something that I like to do on the side because it's always been my passion. So if you enjoy my sense of humor on this channel, then you'll probably get a kick out of a sketch or two on that channel. There's a link in the description. Check it out. All right, video's done. More are coming soon. Peace.
Uncle Dan is a very good sentryman! Inkle Dink is a very good single me. Uncle Dean is a delicious lentil bean!